Hey guys, it's Abigail here and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about how to become a dog groomer. I wore my doggy sweatshirt that I got from Christmas and I thought that it would be very fitting for this video. So before we get started, I want to just let you know that all the tips that I will be sharing is based on my personal experience and also my own opinions about what I think is essential to dip your toes into grooming. With that being said, let's get started. My very first tip for you is to get hands-on experience with animals. Now you're going to get this through your local shelters. If you don't have that, try walking your friends' dogs or your neighbors' dogs just to get a feel of how you are going to be physically handling these animals, because grooming is very physical. You're going to do a lot of lifting, a lot of arm movements like washing dogs and whatnot, and kind of just sometimes wrestling with dogs. So this will give you a sense of how you deal with dogs, your patience level, and also your leadership skills. So get that out of the way. It's really easy. Just volunteer your time. Typically it's like once a week or once every other week. Really just depends on your schedule and the shelter's requirements. So get that done, and also it's just a great cause to do, and it just helps build self-esteem. The second thing I suggest is to familiarize yourself with different coat types. I would suggest to get this one particular book. I don't remember what it's called. I'll link it somewhere up here. It shows all the breeds and all the types of cuts that they get, and also how to care for their nails, their coats, their ears, everything. It's pretty essential, and I think it's something that you should have as a groomer just to kind of reference to when you need a groomer, or you get introduced to a cut that you're not too familiar with. So it's good to look over that, and also it's just a good handy book to have. Familiarize yourself with puppy cuts. I think the most common one is a puppy cut. Everyone asks about that, but typically no one really knows what to get, and they think that it's just a one cut deal. Typically it is like one length all over, and it makes your dog look like a puppy, or one length all over the body and like a teddy bear head, which is like a little bit longer and it's a little bit rounder. So familiarize yourself with that. Also familiarize yourself with a poodle cut, particularly clean face and feet, a schnauzer cut, a cocker cut, and a westie cut, because those are kind of pretty much like the standards that will help you figure out different cuts, because it's all kind of like a variation of different breeds mixed within each other. I hope that makes sense. If you're a groomer, you know what I'm talking about. Once you become a groomer, you'll know what I'm talking about. The third thing that you should do is just immerse yourself with all things dogs. Read up on dogs, listen to audiobooks, or watch YouTube videos, watch shows that has dogs in it. That kind of helps give you more information on different breeds, because you're going to be dealing with a lot of breeds, and it's just nice to be knowledgeable about their temperaments and their coat types particularly. And lastly, I think you should be doing this at the very beginning if you do decide to go into grooming, is to save up on tools. Start the day that you decide, or start as early as you can, because tools can get pretty expensive. Luckily for me, I was able to start grooming where they provided everything for you, so I didn't have to buy anything. And in the salon I went to after that, I shared tools with another groomer, which is kind of unheard of, because tools are very groomers are particular with tools, because it's just a lot of maintenance and you have to keep it in tip-top shape, and it's always just nice to have your own set instead of like waiting for someone to lend you something because they could be using it. So it kind of just, yeah. So I would suggest Ryan's Pets, Groomer's Choice, Pet Edge. A good subscription box for you to have is Freebirds. It's where it's a subscription service where they send you grooming tools. You get like a shear for you get a shear with like your name engraved on it for like $50 a month. You can pay 3 months in advance for $150, and of course if you do like a 6 months, it's like you know, less expensive, but it's actually a really good deal, and they're good shears. So do that, and once you have everything saved up, I would suggest getting clippers, a shear set, particularly with straights, thinning shears, and curves, and also comb attachments for your clippers, and get blades that are 10, 5, 7, and 30. Those are the ones that are highly used for me. And get yourself a slicker brush, a comb, and a dematter. So those are like the starting tools I think that is essential for a groomer once you have it all saved up. So that is it for my tips and suggestions on how to become a dog groomer. I hope that you guys find it helpful, and let me know how your journey goes. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.